Way out. So we're going to be talking a little bit today. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing out there? Hi, Sarah. Hi, Connie. Hi, Zara. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dawn. Welcome. 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 It is Mediumship Monday, as I love doing this. This has been about, 2.5 years that I've been doing this now, I think. Maybe some of you can correct me how long it's been. And I'm in Florida. I'm in Atlanta, and I have like a burn on my arm, so that's fun. It looks like, I guess, I took sunscreen and just went clop on there, and that's all I did. I didn't rub it in. So now I've got a burn. Hi, YouTube. It's nice to see you guys out there. And okay, so let's see what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, I want to talk a little bit about 2020. And I want to talk a little bit about some of the courses that I'm like developing as I'm here in Florida. And one of them is going to start on the 6th. And it's going to be specifically, all these courses that I'm going to be doing and teaching are going to be in a format that's going to either use Zoom or Skype or some interactive thing where you can ask me questions, where we can talk about together. Now, I am really excited because I know I had a lot of problems studying out. Hi, Karen. Hi, Barbara. I had a hard time stumbling out before about what I was going to be doing in 2020, but it's really interesting. So I want to share this with you. So I had said, it took me a long time to say it last time, so hopefully it won't take me a long time to say it this time. It's so funny because I get on here and I get really vulnerable to the point where I connect other people to their loved ones, but I guess maybe in a way that it's not me that's being vulnerable, right? It's me like giving messages, and I'm out of the equation. I'm just the person that delivers the messages. So I sort of just deliver the messages. It doesn't have that too much to do with me or anything other than I'm the conduit, right? I don't take any, let's see, I'm staying in my mom's suite right now. Or actually, I'm not staying in, I'm doing Mediumship Monday for my mom's room. So but I announced last week that I was going to start. I was going to start like vlogging on a YouTube page about my 2020 back to health, and it turns out it gained huge momentum in a way I didn't actually think it would, because it turned out like I was saying this, I was putting it out into the air. I was saying I was going to start doing this, and I was going to start documenting what it takes to kind of come back to where I was, because for a long time, and I'm going to talk just a little bit about it. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about like prior to kids, and I'm going to kind of talk all about this because prior to kids, I was a yoga instructor. I was a Pilates instructor. I would run 2 or 3 miles, teach a yoga Pilates, I called it yoga Lattes, class, and then I'd get on my Nordic track. I was like, before kids, I worked out all the time. Maybe too obsessively, because I think I may have like overused my hip, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, this is kind of what I want to say is I began to, I put out in the air that I was going to start, I got vulnerable, right? And I want to talk a little bit about manifestation, allowing myself to like lean into the fact like, oh yeah, if I want to be on this earth to do all the work that I do. I mean, I love giving messages. It's doing messages for people is the reason is amazing, and watching souls heal or begin their healing journey and coaching with them and finding that they find their own voice. And I make my job obsolete because that's what I want. I want to become obsolete so you don't have to use me. And then I go on or use me. I don't want to say it like that. I want to say everybody needs help. And sometimes I'm just the right help for the right people at the right time. And if you're the right person, you know what I'm talking about. So I want to say that. So I said that I was going to start. I was going to open a YouTube channel, and it's going to be me vlogging on my journey back. Now, whenever I taught aerobics, if you've ever seen me in a group, I taught aerobics to that level. So I would always like be the craziest. If I was crazy enough, then people who would normally be here would kind of get out of their shell a little bit. And it was just awesome to see as well. So I am going to So I went from being really great in shape to not being great in shape, having 3 kids and just like being very hectic with life and a lot of other things. I'm sure it's going to be an emotional wreck when I start doing this because I'll be really diving into me and what it takes to overcome probably some of my eating issues, my working out issues, and how you can get back to health from a state of where I'm at to where you're at, to like where I'm going to go. So wherever 2020 takes me, right? It could take me into great shape. It could take me to be exactly like this, but maybe more knowledgeable. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So it's going to be a fantastic ride is all I'm going to say. So I know that I have my mediumship channel on YouTube, but I'm also going to be doing that. So I'll have 2. So I'll have 2. And then I'm going to try and every day start uploading stuff to that other channel just to kind of begin to get accountability as well, because I really need it. I need it. And making me feel like I'm in, that I'm helping people on this journey will help me to become accountable. That's what I'm saying. So, okay, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about on January 6th, I know that I had asked some people that asked for some pricing, and I have a 8-week intuition course coming out. And that is going to be on a weekly basis where we actually connect on Zoom, and it will do it globally. So that's the first thing. And then we have the 1-year, once a month course that will be really diving into money issues, into trauma issues, into like little lessons and tidbits. So basically like utilizing my coaching on a monthly basis during this year. So that is something. And then I think I said I have a 4-week course. And in between all of that, I'm also going to do a handwriting course, and I'm going to throw a couple of weekend retreats where we actually get together, do some drum circles for healing, and work with a moon to do that. Okay, so it's going to be action-packed year. Let's just talk about the new year coming, because this is the last Monday, then there's tomorrow, and then boom, it's the Roaring 20s all over again. Now, what's going to happen is things are actually starting a little bit faster. We're starting in the Scorpio moon, where there's lots of astrological things that are going on. And I know that my astrological people are out there. So, but I'm not really big on astrology. I'm a medium. So I do, I'm going to do, I'll answer your question in a second. I'm just getting, I have a mother energy coming through. Feels like an Ellen. She feels like she could be a mother or grandmother. Sorry, we're just going to jump into some readings right now. I know because I totally forgot what I was talking about. So this mother energy had an issue with memory. So there was like an Alzheimer's or dementia part, and she's showing me also having issues. Like it looks like on her decline, she had issues with walking. She's showing me a walker, and she's also showing me, like, I feel like she's also making fun of the tennis balls that they usually have in the front of them. I feel like they couldn't really stay on. So I just want to kind of briefly talk about that. She, so it's interesting. So she does show me, like, I feel like she did even had like this osteosporosis thing going on, because she's showing me bending over forward and having issues walking. So issues with standing, because she shows me kind of growing up, as she used to have like amazing posture. She shows me this difference of who she is. She's also, it's very interesting because I see somebody else right now coming like forward. I see a police officer stepping forward. Feels like coming forward for a Helen or a Helena or a name that I don't really quite, it's incredibly nice man is coming. And it's a very nice, tall, I want to put him over 6'1", 6'2". I see the hat coming forward. He wants to make sure that he's giving a message to his family that he's okay. Okay, those are the messages that I had right there. So I wanted to talk about. So I'm sorry, it's the Capricorn moon, I think. Oh gosh. You know what? I'm going to check into that. But it is definitely, it's not the Scorpio moon, it's the Capricorn moon that was happening. So the Capricorn, there was a huge trine and also an eclipse that happened over this new moon. We're still feeling the effects of it, where we're just moving. I feel like a weather person, where we're actually, it brought up all of these things to start moving and seeing, and kind of, one of the things the new moon can do is it can really come to a point of birth. So when you're in a new moon, you're in this birth phase where a lot of ideas and things are coming up. And when you're in the full moon, there's a lot of forgiveness, a lot of letting go, a lot of moving on. So you're constantly in this wax and wane, exactly like the moon as it does. So exactly following exactly the phases of the moon, you're just rebirth and you're releasing. So you're beginning, the new moon is all black. You're filling yourself up to where you're all the full orb of the white moon. You're completely full and you're releasing anything excess. Gosh, I really like that metaphor, actually. It's like my favorite right now. So I dig that. So I just want to talk about that. I just want to say that when you're in this new moon particular, it's coming to emotional head of what do you want? What do you want out of life? Where are you at? What are you doing? Are you living your biggest life? Are you totally like having yourself in your moments? Is it working? Is it not working? What do you need to shift? Where do you need to go? What can you adjust that will help you to live bigger, to live fuller, to live freer in your body where you're at now? Whew, that can be a really difficult thing to do when you're fighting your body and when you're trying to not fully accept who you're at, where you're at, who's around you, right? When you begin to fight with reality is when a lot of suffering happens. I know that very sounds Buddhist, and it's kind of funny. I do have to talk about this too. I was driving down here and I'm really achy. I was driving down here. I was driving down to Florida and I kept seeing this, all these religious signs. It was interesting. I was with my mom. So my mom drove down, I'm dropping her off and I'm going back to Michigan in a few days. So I was driving down and I saw all these religious signs about like how, and especially this one, it was kind of made me laugh, is, are you going to heaven or are you going to hell? Call 1-855, blah, 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 to find out. I mean, I'm sure we're like, right? You're a heathen until you call them or until you follow their belief or their ideas or their this. And it really is spurring me to write this book that's been in my head for a long time as I've gone over religion and religious beliefs and religious ideas and how, and I feel like you can't do this life wrong. You just can't do this life wrong. And the more that you understand that you can accept yourself, whether it be in grief, whether it be in happiness, whether it be in sadness, whether it be in anger, like you have to, because the minute you start judging yourself, you stop the flow of life. And when you stop your flow of life, you stop beginning to have reasons to keep moving forward. Get what I'm saying? And then you start trusting what other people tell you instead of turning on and looking to the light inside of you first. So I hope that makes sense. Well, I'm glad you did this today, Dawn. Hi. Jenna, you have been on my mind like I can't even tell you. So I will be back in Ann Arbor on the 6th, and I want to see you that week. So if you're still there right now, you figure out a night after that. You tell me where it works, a night, a weekend, whatever. and it's yours. Okay. I can't get you off my mind. I think I might even had a dream about you last night. So definitely get a hold of me. So I do want to talk about that. I want to talk about, okay, so I'm going to do these courses. So I want to tell you, I'm doing these courses, like this first shot at them. I did a set of courses. Oh, look, I can see the moon right there. It's a waxing moon right now, which means it's starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's so pretty. It's so pretty where I'm staying right now in Siesta Key. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. I've been out every day. But getting my vitamin D. So these courses I did these courses a couple years ago, like something like it, right? And I did it, I did a couple years ago, and I did it for free. I did it, I think 10 people, I did it for free. And this one I'm going to, I don't know, it'll probably be like $20 to $30 per class. Hey, Nan. Hey, Nan. What's up? I'll be done in a second. Okay. And I will, so I'm going to gauge it around that area. Now, if you have issues and you want to, if you have issues and you want to do something else, you need to work with me in a different way, let me know. But I want to make it so you don't have to leave your house, because the truth is, if you are working on, if you're working on yourself, I want you to do it at a place where you can actually have time for yourself. I like working in a group. Don't get me wrong. Working in a group is fantastic. But some of this stuff where you're trying to push away and get away some of the old beliefs and undo old thinking and undo old everything, it takes a lot of diving into yourself. So I just want to kind of put that out there. What else? I'm seeing if there's anybody else around here. So it's interesting. I'm seeing like a sister energy coming forward, making me feel like there was a celebration. So somebody's birthday was right around now. So or it's coming up in January. So there's like a happy birthday coming with a cake. It's kind of funny. She has a playful energy about her, sort of like shoving the cake in front of you with she feels like an older sister, a little bit on the bossy side. So I want to just say that she's coming forward and saying, I'm right here with you, having your birthday. Yes, I do indeed do phone readings. I do need to answer the other question that was up there a little while ago, is I will be doing my retreats in Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Actually, I'm sorry, scratch that. I just heard no. I won't be doing it in Ann Arbor. I will be doing them somewhere in Michigan. I will find the place, and it will be, I don't know. I might even just do, I might go all out and do a hotel, because look, I'll tell you my big goal. I'll tell you my big goal. This is my 2 to 5 year goal. Is Doreen Virtue used to travel all over the place teaching people about angels. Whenever I talked about her, I would call her the angel lady. And then now she's a born-again Christian and reads scripture and says that that's the only way to live, and that the new age is not true, and that mediumship is awful, and goes literally by the Bible. I want to be like the traveling metaphysical understanding place. So it's like, how do you springboard? Usually I call myself, and I would call myself this, a lot when it comes to mediumship, because I say that I'm like first line infantry. I really begin to, when you're in trouble, that's when people are in trouble, that's when mediumship jumps on for me. That's where I'm like, okay, all right, something's coming forward right now. So that's the way my mediumship sort of came about and showed itself. So now I want to do that for people on a big scale, and kind of begin to travel and start to deal with people one-on-one out in the world, talking about stuff, doing mediumship, teaching how to like deal with life in different ways. And some ways they may work for you, and some ways they may not. Hi, Tina. Hi, Doris. Hi, Jessica. And Miss Tillman, I do phone readings. Beverly, I would love to do some time with you. And look for something to come out in the next couple of days. I guess that would have to be tomorrow because I'm going to go to Universal. Lindsay Lee, I love that name, by the way. I'm going to be... I might set up a Google form really quick and talk to you guys, just kind of bring out the yeah, they're telling me that I need to get that done soon. So again, I do stuff when I do things when Spirit shows me to do them, and they're really showing me that this need is like super high. So I'm really being called to do this. This is my job. This is what I do. And let's get this done. Let's start like living in a higher vibration so that lower vibrations don't necessarily bring you down anymore. Anyway, that's what I have for tonight. I still thought I was only going to do 10 minutes. Half an hour's gone by. See light, be light. Yo, have a wonderful night. And, if you're in Florida, I am in Florida until, what is today? I don't know. Today's the 3rd. I've said it twice. It's the 30th. There's still, if you're in Florida and you want a session or a reading, this would be the time. I'm in the Siesta Key area right now, but I'm going to be in Orlando the next couple of days. So in a couple of days, I'll be in Orlando. So if you want a phone reading, a in-person reading, or a group while I'm in Florida, it's your time to make it happen. Ciao. Talk to you later. And I'm going to just stick this down here, which is my website. Oops. And that's it. So have a wonderful evening. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I don't know if I can do it over here. I did. Okay. Talk to you later. See you. Have a wonderful night or a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world. Ciao. Bye. See light, be light. Happy New Year to everybody. Sorry, I didn't say that. Happy New Year to everyone. I gotta say over here, Happy New Year. What a lovely, 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 lovely. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, YouTube. Take care. Ciao. Bye.